Now, Greg, I know you like to make it a habit to ignore all of your opposition, but I've always had a hunch that your philosophy about that was to give us as little attention as possible so you can stick your head in the sand and try to just sweep us under the rug real fast and just hope it all goes away. You know, just hope no one notices. And when you don't even mention 99.9% of the zillions of fucking hate vids that are made about you, that's pretty much what happens from your point of view, isn't it? But just one little variable just fucks up your whole equation on that tactic, because you just got called out on your bullshit by somebody with 30,000 more subscribers than you. That's right, Greg, the knowledge of what a little buttfuck you are is spreading far and wide, isn't it? It's getting harder and harder to contain the situation, isn't it, buddy? And you already know that, because this is why you're breaking your normal behavior and doing something rare. You're responding directly to someone who slammed you for once. And I would almost commend you on that. But you do it in an extremely bitch-ass way, by not even mentioning who it was or saying their name directly, even though everybody already knows who it is. It's JP Metz, who's awesome, by the way, and she fucking murdered you. Stings, doesn't it? Yeah, I can tell by the sheepish little look on your face in your bullshit defense video. Now, let me tell you, I watched her video with a big smile on my face the whole time. And when I saw your stupid little response, I watched it with an even bigger smile on my face. Oh, now you're mad because people are attacking you on Twitter. You know, you go around saying you don't force your opinions on people. People have to come to you. And then you went and forced your opinion on Shay Carl on Twitter, you fucking hypocrite. And as if you weren't an obvious enough hypocrite before, now you're all butthurt about people attacking you on Twitter. Something you just did to someone else. I'm telling you, this is train wreck TV at its finest. Hard to ignore somebody like her, isn't it? Now, the first thing you say in this video when you come on is that you're mad that someone made a hateful video towards you. Oh yeah, and the tone of all your videos towards all of us is just purely constructive and rational. Nothing hateful about those. Nothing hateful about telling me my family deserves to be murdered. No, that's not hateful. I mean, all she did was call you an asshole and say a couple of witty things about you. Compare that to some of the shit you say in your fucking videos and tell me what's hateful. Once again, fucking hypocrite. And to make this shit even more hilarious, the next thing you do is start explaining the proper ways to have an argument with you, as if you ever had the balls to argue with anybody. I mean, your standard response is to ignore someone like they don't even exist, or ban them from your little website. I bet you'd ban her from YouTube if you could, but you can't, because she's bringing Google YouTube more traffic than you do. If they had a choice between you and her, you'd be out the window in 2 seconds just based off of the numbers. And then you go on to say, oh, if you want to have a debate with me, don't call me hateful names. So what you're saying is, insulting someone isn't productive towards convincing them of your point of view. Really, man? Seriously? Because last time I checked, that was the tactic your entire Onision-Speaks channel is fucking based upon. So you get to say insulting things to people to rattle them out of their funk, but when that same idea is turned back on you, oh, you just can't tolerate it all of a sudden, and now you're not even going to have a discussion. I mean, if that's honestly the way you feel, what the fuck makes you think calling people murderers is going to convert them to vegetarianism? What could you hope to accomplish by saying shit like you wish you didn't even have to live on the same planet as us, that we're mindless zombie cannibals? I mean, fucking come on. Once more, let me slow it down for you. Nothing she said to you was nearly as bad as the shit you say to everyone else. But now you're a victim again. I mean, not only did she dare to insult you about 10% as much as you insult everyone else, but she had the audacity to mispronounce your screen name. Hey, idiot, your fucking screen name is a word that you just made up. There's no entry in the dictionary for it with a phonetical spelling next to it. We'll pronounce your gay pretend shit however we want, Onision. And then you go on to say how you were treated so unfairly because someone attacked you directly, when you never attacked them directly. I mean, when you do everything in your power to just demonize and dehumanize such a large group of people, the fact that you happen to avoid saying any of their individual names does not let you off the hook. So what if you never attacked her directly? I mean, if she herself is not an omnivore, which I'm pretty sure she is, at least someone she loves is. You know, the people you refer to as baby-raping zombie cannibals. But since you didn't say it directly to any one person, how dare to any of the zillions of people you did say it to respond to you? Fucking ludicrous. Seriously, you need to drop that whole angle. I mean, if all the shit raining down upon us is coming from one giant asshole, who the fuck do you expect us to respond to, stupid? So you don't say the name of the person you're fucking talking to in the video, but we all know who it is. You don't have to fucking insult our intelligence. And although you do use the most careful wording in your response video towards her, you basically insinuate that she's nothing but a foul-mouthed, unintelligent cretin that doesn't even deserve to be heard. I mean, because you yourself admitted you didn't watch the whole video. You just made your little snap judgment and turned it off, which is just another example of you sticking your head in the sand when there's any kind of backlash, you brave crusader, you. And then blah blah blah, more of your fucking standard ridiculous Onision comparisons. You know, your trademark move. Oh yeah, circumcision is like date rape. Circumcision is like slapping someone with amnesia in the face. I mean, the fact that anybody even listens to that shit makes me kind of sad, because you're not smart enough to make a real argument, Greg. That's why you gotta use these huge emotionally charged metaphors. In fact, your entire Onision-Speaks channel is just one bullshit sensationalist tactic after another, just like that. And then you say the reason we treat kids with respect and just don't do do whatever the hell we want to them is because we're not bad people. Who's not bad people, Greg? Because as far as I could gather from watching the rest of your videos, only vegetarians are not bad people. I mean, the rest of us might as well just ass rape our children and then eat them alive, right? And then you say, how would you feel if somebody modified you without your permission? There's a good way to find out how someone would feel if they were modified without their permission. Ask them! In fact, most of the people who gave you so much shit for your stupid fucking videos and your retarded tweets are circumcised. And if you took 2 seconds to ask any of these people how they feel about what was done to them, it would ruin your entire argument. And you have the nerve to accuse her of not doing proper research? When you gotta sit there and ask a stupid question like that, how would someone feel? A fucking question that could be answered in 2 seconds? Ridiculous! And then you go on to say, well, I already said I was sorry for attacking Shay Carl on Twitter. Let me tell you something, we all know that that gesture was not out of remorse whatsoever. It was just to cover your own ass and minimize the backlash. It was to try to get the overwhelming wave of retaliation to subside, because you can't handle it. I mean, you've demonstrated again and again that you're scared shitless of any kind of retaliation, whether you want to admit that or not. And that's plainly evident by the fact that you don't even have the balls to admit who you're addressing in your little video. You use the excuse that you don't want it to be a promotion of her channel. She doesn't need your fucking promotion. In fact, she gave you a little promotion. Not the kind you wanted though, was it, pal? And now you don't even want any association with her because of the things she said to you. Oh, once again, if that's honestly the kind of mindset you're in, how do you build an entire YouTube channel based on the idea of insulting people to win them over to your side? When someone just mildly insulted you and now you don't even want to associate with them? You see how it feels, you little fucking drama queen? And the last point you make in your stupid little video is that if people don't like you, they should unsubscribe. And you better watch out with requests like that, because people are going to start unsubscribing from you. And then you're going to make some new bitch-ass backpedaling half-ass excuse for an argument/apology video where you play the victim again and then beg for your subscribers back. I mean, I hope you realize how many people got so much satisfaction out of this because you've been ignoring all of us for so long. Because really, any sane person that's not a moron can see through your bullshit in 1 second. And it was only a matter of time before somebody with some real pull fell under that category. That's not the first time either. And let me tell you, it is fucking hilarious to watch. And you deserve every little bit of it. And just to twist the knife a little more, on top of all that, you just got fucking owned by a pothead. Again.